All right, so we're going to do twill next, a basic twill. This one is the basic twill, and it's kind of hard to see. There's little X's here where you're going to tie up your loom. The threading is the 1, 2, 3, 4, or in this case, if you go this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 3, 2, 1, depending how you look at it. The warp is the white, and the weft is the black. If you take a look at this book, this is the basic twill here. And again, they're using little blocks. It's kind of hard to see, but the blocks are tied up here. And then again, they have 1, 1, 1, 1. They start from the bottom up. Some patterns start from the top down. That's something else you might want to be aware of. That's, again, the twill. And I'm going to show you another way. And the last book also, she also does an explanation down here and gives you a picture. This time again, she's going to do what I did. She has the numbers here for the shafts, and she has the numbers here, but she has little circles here. And then she's showing you even a nice, if you could cut the side of the fabric in half, kind of seeing what it looks like, and then what it finished looks like on that one. All right, those are what is shown in the book. Now, let's take a look at the example that I have in front of me here. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to thread our loom. We're going to thread the heddles. And I know maybe I'm going backwards, but whoops, can't even write well here, can I? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I guess I better talk out loud or I can't write it correctly. So we have our basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was hard to see that number. Well, there we go. It's a little bit better now. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to tie up our treadles. And this time, we're going to do it a little different. We want to do a twill. And to do a twill, there are a couple different ways to start. I happen to tie up 2 together. So I'm going to start with 1, and I'm going to go 1 and 2. Now with a twill, you want to connect the thread to the next one, the next thread. So you need to do 2 again and 3 this time. Then I'm going to go 3 and 4. And the last one is 1 and 4. Again, if you're using a table loom and you're moving the levers, you're going to be pushing those 2 levers down at the same time. Now I have my loom threaded, and I also have the treadle tie up. So what's going to happen next? Very similar to what we did the last time. However, this time it's going to look a little differently. It's going to look like a twill. Let's hope it does. Now we're going to start with 1 and 2. And again, I'm going to do when I press on the treadle, 1 and 2, go up. And then, look what I did. I'm going to have to start over again, I think. My whole thing is going over. Let's go like that. 1 and 2. I'm counting for everything. All right, let's do that again. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to keep doing the next treadling and see what happens. It's 2 and 3 is next. So I did 1 here. Let's change over to a different color here. 1. Now I'm going to press 2. So what happens when I press 2? Well, 2 and 3 go up. I go across here. 2 and 3. I go across. It's 2 and 3. Now I'm going to try to make these, because what's happening, those are all coming up together. Now I'm going to go to the third one. And up here, when I press the third treadle, 3 and 4 are going to go up. So I'm going to go 3 and 4. Make sure I get the right one. 3 and 4. If I miss it, it's like skipping a thread when you're with your shuttle. You might hit the wrong one. 3 and 4. Okay. Now I'm going to do the last treadle in the pattern. So in this case, the pattern is going to be basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, I go up here, and we have 1 and 4. So I have to come back here to the 1 and 4. 1 and 4, 1 and 4. And what's happening going the other direction? Well, I'm throwing the shuttle across on the first one. 1 and 2 are up. So what happens? 3 and 4. The thread is going over top of 3 and 4. Again, it's going over top of 3 and 4 and 3 and 4. The next one is going over top of 1, 1 and 4. So we have 1, 1 and 4, 1 and 4, and then over here's 4. The next one, the thread that you're the weft is going over 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and in 4, it's going over 2 and 3. Here we have the beginning of the twill. Let's keep going so you can kind of get an idea of what it will look like if we keep on going. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to press treadle 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's do the work threads. It's going to be 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and over here it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and go on the other direction would be 3 and 4. Now, if you do one of those computer programs, this is what it's doing. You hit the button, it automatically does all these nice things for you. I'm going old school because sometimes we just need to do that. At least I need to do that. So we have 2 and 3. We have 2, 3, 2, and 3, 2, and 3. And go in the other direction are the other ones. And we have a little bit more here. We have 3, which is 3 and 4. And you can start to see the pattern here. Hopefully you can see the twill is happening. And the last time I go across is 2 and 3. Or let me see. Yeah, 2. So we have 2. Wait a minute. Got to watch what I'm doing here. 1 and 4. We have 1 and 4. Made a little mistake there. That'd be a skip thread if you were doing that. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. And then we go the other direction. We would really not have, this would be across here, here, and here. So if we were weaving and our shuttle got caught on one of those or didn't put it down, you'd have to fix that. So we'll just pretend that we had to fix that. So hopefully you can see the pattern here. See the twill going here in the direction? So you're creating a nice twill pattern with your weaving in this demonstration or this example. So here's a little summary, and even in my summary when I did it, I made a little mistake too. But what I like to do sometimes, if you have your loom and you want to tie it all up to do tabby and twill, you can use all 6 treadles at the same, tie them all up at the same time. You can do your tabby, and then you can do your twill. I like to use the numbers. I usually have little Post-its next to on top of my loom or somewhere nearby that I can read, and that helps me follow along. I hope this has been some help to you. Maybe another little tool to put in your toolbox, another way to look at drafts, and then maybe you can start interpreting them and actually seeing what's going on as you are learning new weave structures.